Okay, so what a lot of people are asking me, and I know people are sick of hearing me talk about King Von, and that's okay, I understand. But let me talk about something else, because I can update you. I can give you guys a clue. Not even a clue, I can just tell you straight up, because I did it before. But let me give you guys a little update on what I'm working on now, because for all the people that are sick of hearing about the Von stuff, you are probably going to be still a little bit sick, because the next project does have something to do with Von, but it's not all about Von by any means. But anybody that's been watching closely knows that I have currently working on a little documentary. Hang on a sec. Yeah, I'm working on a documentary all about Quando Rondo, Savannah gang war in Georgia, and obviously Lil Tim, who, is the guy that shot and killed King Von, is what it is. It's weird. It's sort of like I've gotten so much pressure from sort of so-called gangsters and drillers, etc., over the last few weeks. It's almost like I almost feel like I can't speak facts. Like I almost feel like I'm doing something wrong by saying, like, I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna talk about Lil Tim, the guy that killed King Von. It's almost like I'm feeling that pressure. I'm feeling, I've been pressed by so many supposed gangsters on the internet that I'm almost like, am I even allowed to say that? But like, it is what it is. They're not pressing TMZ for reporting the news, and I'm essentially putting together a video that it's not just about King Von getting killed. It's really about the whole scene, the whole come up that Quando Rondo went through. The fact that actually, a lot of people say he's soft or he's not really about it, but the lifestyle that Quando Rondo lived and the situation that he grew up around, in many ways, is quite similar to what Von grew up around. The situations that Lil Tim went through, not dissimilar to the situations that Von went through. And I think with this video, what I want to do is try and really make people realize that, like, there's a lot of these similar situations that go on in every city, and there's a lot of differences when it comes to different artists, different cities, different, hoods, if you want to say that, and the difficult circumstances that, a lot of these famous drill rappers come up through. But, there's a lot of similarities and there's a lot of differences in these different cities. And I think with my next video, I really want to try and communicate and just like make people understand that it's like what's going on in Savannah is not that different to what's going on in Chicago. And in many ways, it's actually very crazy that you've got these guys from these different cities that essentially have a shared experience. Like, I think I mentioned this maybe briefly in my Von video, but it's like, in some ways, it's actually crazy when you think about that King Von and Lil Tim actually had a ton in common. Like, as individuals, they had been through a lot of the same things. They'd had a shared experience. They had been through comparable experiences. And I think it's interesting that had this not happened, things unfolded the way they unfolded, and unfortunately Von lost his life, and Lil Tim was charged with a murder, which is still unresolved. But under different circumstances, these two people might have well have been friends. They may well have been on the same page about a lot of things. They may well have had a lot of sympathy for each other and the situations they went through. So with my next video, I really want to try and make that really clear, like try and make people understand that, there's something weird going on in America and the world at large, where you've got these areas where a lot of difficult and messed up things are going on, and then you've got these individuals that are kind of coming up out of these areas and making music, and it's just, it's actually crazy that you've essentially got this Chicago drill franchise model going on all over the world. You've got it in Savannah, Georgia, where Quando's from. You've got it in Louisiana and Baton Rouge, where Youngboy's from. A lot of these guys have really similar backgrounds and a lot of things in common. I think for me, like when you meet a new person, it's when you have something in common that you really connect and you really feel like you can form a friendship. You know what it's like when you meet somebody, you got nothing in common with them. You can't really relate. I'll be real. Like, if I met King Von, maybe through a shared love of music, we might have been able to connect and become friends. But, like, I didn't come up the way he came up. I'm not from the place he's from. And I know a lot of people say that that's a reason for me to, like, not make videos or, like, not do what I do, which is dumb. But, at the same time, like, there's other ways that you can connect with people and build that relationship. But I think, I just think that's something I really wanted to make clear. I'm really excited for the next story to come out. I'm kind of, like, really looking forward to delivering something a little bit different to what you're expecting, delivering a lot of new information that all the information that I put out there is publicly available. There's not going to be any secrets or things that aren't already out there being included in this video. But what I am going to do is shine a light on a lot of things and situations I just don't think a lot of people maybe cared enough about to look into. So I'm excited for that. Next video is going to be really interesting. That video has been recorded and it's in the edit right now. Shout out to my edit team who are working on that. We're really hoping to get this one to you a lot faster than the last one, but let's just see what happens, because these are difficult projects, and you know, I appreciate everybody that's helped me put together my ideas, because it, you know, I know it's difficult. You drop off a 3-hour documentary to people, and you know, it's a lot. There's a lot to put together. So give it a little bit of time. Hopefully it drops soon, but trust me, this next video is going to be crazy. And then the video after that, oh boy.